we're going to be doing some figure opening, looking at them, reviewing them maybe. I just have been waiting so long to open these up. Each comes with its own unique story, such as Goku right here. This is by far my favorite of the group. This is the first one I actually fell in love with. The only reason I kept getting figures was because of this guy. We got Gohan here, Goku here, and Grandpa is right up here. This thing is fairly heavy. Weirdly enough, it is less heavy in the box. I was honestly not sure if I even had a figure in the box because I had bought one of these and a box because it was an absolute steal of a price. But we've got Goku and Gohan, which, by the way, underrated. Goku as a dad? Oh my gosh, I'm there for that. I'm so there for that. I love the slice of life moments in Dragon Ball. Actually, more than the fighting. I know. It's crazy. Next up, we have Cell. And the whole thing with Cell is I actually won him out of a prize game, like a crane game in Nakano, Broadway. I received a second tier prize, and this is what I found way away, tucked far in the back, but the guy was very nice about it. He showed me everything that I could get, and when I asked about this, he had no problem with it. He also had a Rikum, and our next one, which was kind of hidden. It was kind of hidden. So there was a machine that it was sitting on, and the machine went up here, and there were two prizes up here and here. And right tucked behind a little shelving area right here, peeking out, was this absolute beauty. It is Super Saiyan Gohan about to do a Kamehameha wave or a Kamehameha. I was so excited to get this one as well because I just saw it in the back and I was like, can I get that one, good sir? And for all I know, we did take a picture. I believe he hangs up pictures of winners. So if you go to Nakano Broadway in Japan anytime soon, maybe you will see my picture. Which wouldn't that be cool? Let me know if you see that down below. Finally, in the same place that I got the Goku and Gohan statue, up I believe one more floor was this, which is Vegeta from Dragon Ball Daima. That's D-A-I-M-A. Hopefully that was kind of where the Daima was. I did open the box, and as you can see, it was open when I first got it. 1180 yen at the time was like $7, $8, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of on a runner's high of getting figures, because I'm not one that usually does figures. Let's open these bad boys up. As always, we've got our trusty knife that we use to open up Legos, and we're going to switch to the other camera for a better view. First up, we've got the Dragon Ball Daima Vegeta. This is Vegeta. And like I said, this one has been opened, as stated right here. So looking at the side, we get to see Vegeta Dragon Ball Daima, and this is what it looks like here. This here is the back. But let's go ahead and open this up. We've got that out of the way. One side clear. Side 2 clear. And there we have it. Moving the box off to the side and getting ready for the reveal. It is a little smaller than you would think, but there is our guy right there. This does not seem to be open anywhere in the bag, so we're going to use our handy dandy tool just a little bit. Set that off to the side. And to all you collectors out there, I know usually the box is one of the most integral parts. But today, we are not collecting, we are simply being fans. And there is the background. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. That is where Mr. Popo and Kami are hidden out. It's also where the power chamber is. Almost forgot our piece here, but we recovered nicely. the way it looks is, oh boy, that's gonna be subjective. Suggestive, not subjective. But going to hook up our little Vegeta like so. There's just the beginning, and then we will put on the back here. Oh, and it just slides right in like that. Perfect. Perfect. That is amazing right there. We've got the ring light. Honestly, making this a little cooler. There we go. Right in the middle. That's awesome. I have not watched Daima yet, but these little figures are very, very cool. But now let's look at Goku just a little bit closer. The Goku and Gohan. Here it is. Upside down to you, right side up to me. But now it is right side up to you, upside down to me. This is amazing. Like I said, this is my favorite version of Gohan. Him and Goku. Them just being father and son. I remember watching my friend play Kakarot and playing those first missions. You meet Gohan, and are reintroduced to Goku, Son Goku. Because I watched Dragon Ball, first I did not know his title was Son Goku. You may be wondering, where's Goten? And this is about 16 years before he's born, something like that, 10. But as someone that watched Dragon Ball, fell in love with Goku, then played Dragon Ball Kakarot at the same time as watching Dragon Ball Z Kai, you know where I'm coming from. But we will set that now to the side as well. Next up, we have got our Matchmaker Perfect Cell. Perfect Cell. Over on this side, got the black and white. And over on this side, we've got the color. And of course, we have got the fight here. The other half of this is supposed to be Super Saiyan Son Goku. And like I said, we got a bigger version of that. But this is one, the first one, I have not opened. So I'm very excited to see what this looks like. Either way, it was a prize. I was never guaranteed this, but I am very glad I got it. And like the barbarian that I'm about to be, we're going to get out the knife to cut the tape. In safe manner, cutting away, cutting away. There we go. And cutting away. We got a similar looking box here. Okay, but here's where the similarities fade. I gotta go quiet on this one. I feel like so much post editing is going to be needed there. Okay, so this is actually in pieces. We gotta put it together a little bit. Once again, welcome back. So much post editing. We've got cell. We've got the stand. And we've got the wings. Because at the end of the day, Cell is just a little bug. He's just a little bug. So we've got the cell legs, the cell body, the cell head, torso. And it's just going to be a simple connection. Like so. There we go. Cell is all ready to Kamehameha all over the place. And once again, this is it's heavier than I expected. I don't know what I expected from these figures, but it was never a more quality experience that I expected. It is definitely not like anything I would have personally bought over in the States. And now he's looking directly at you for the Kamehameha. But now we gotta put on his little bug wings. And let's see. Do we go this way? And there we have it. There is Cell. And using his foot placement here, he is now firmly on the ground. Goku and Gohan also have something like this, but it just attaches to the back of his foot. In fact, it is this little piece here. This little piece, little piece, little piece, little piece, little piece. This Cell here is looking quite awesome. I'm gonna move it to the right so that when we get to Goku in his Kamehameha form, we can have them duke it out just a little bit. And here we have it. The prize that I didn't know if I'd be able to get, but I'm so glad I could because this thing looks amazing. Here we have Bon Presto Dragon Ball series, Grandista Son Goku. Basically, getting this for like $13 was an absolute joy, especially at Nakano Broadway. We have the black and white. Nail tapping is just a little too harsh on this one. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's our guy. Our Goku. And that is the last box we have to open. But did we save the best opening for last? We're about to see. There's the guy. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me cook for a second. Go over here close to the mic. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. Opening, seeing a lot of the same stuff. We're dealing with a much larger box here. Look at me out here capping. We have more tape. So we got our guy back. Oh wow. The whole thing just opened right up when I did that. On the count of 3. Not on go, but on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. There is so much more to do here. We've got the foothold, just like with Cell. The foothold is almost the size of the Goku and Gohan. Now that that is out of the way, we will open these up. Pulling this tape off. If we can, getting some bubble wrap out of the way. And believe that is out of our way now. But there we have our Super Saiyan Goku head. This is why we've always got this close by. If you're worried about me with a knife like I am some ASMR artists when I watch their videos, don't be. I took home ec in high school, and they taught me the basics, aka cut away from myself, and also the rule where when you're cutting fruits, have your other fingers like this. Ooh, we got, these are basically Goku's bubble wrap shoes. I didn't know Goku was that cool that he gets 2 pairs of shoes. There we go, placing that foot right there. Placing the torso. That is solidly in there. Gee Wilkers. Center that a little bit. And finally placing the final piece. That is awesome. That is awesome. Take his foot out here now that we have this all set up. That is it. That is our guy. Look at this. This is so amazing. Oh boy, let me try to get the light out of his eyes. That is it. That is what we are talking about. We're going to set him down here. Like so. And it's almost like a Broly version of Goku against Perfect Cell. That is cool right there. So we've got these two duking it out in the thirds, and then right in the background we've got Vegeta at Kame's palace with the ring light centered on that. And finally, we've got our boy Goku just absolutely overshadowing with his son. But those are the Dragon Ball characters that I got. Now, for some smaller friends, and like I promised, we've got our Pokemon packs. We're going to go a little quicker with this, trust me. We've got Mewtwo. We've got my first ever Pokemon games legendary in Palkia. We've got my favorite legendary to date, which is Zacian. Zacian's our guy. We've got my favorite movie. One of my favorite Pokemon from movies is Zoroark from Zoroark the Master of Illusion. fell in love with Sora in that movie. Then we've got my most recent starter Pokemon, Fuecoco, and one of the cutest Pokemon in all of Pokemon, Piplup. Here is our Piplup. Zoroark, Fuecoco, and the last two are, I'm not quite sure. And this Pokemon just really spoke to me. We've got that, and we've got the guy, the homie, Score Bunny, aka Cinder Ace. So, Saiyan, Palkia, and Mewtwo. But that is all for this video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.